necessity rather than choice. Congress leader Bimol Akojam and Keisham Meghachandra Singh argued that the president's rule was imposed due to divisions between the legislators of Bharatiya Janata Party.
They had to impose president rules because despite being a majority, there is no split in the party, two-thirds people forming a different group. That kind of thing is not there simply because they couldn't choose who is the leader among themselves. This has come about. It is at one level deprivation of the people's, will that get expressed through their elected members in the state assembly. Earlier they have been doing this unconstitutional misgovernance that has aggravated the tragedy in the state. Not taking appropriate action at appropriate time. Just as their misgovernance, irresponsible conduct of being a government, both sides, Delhi as well as the one which was in Imphal. Again, we are losing this state assembly, which is the embodiment of the people's, will of the state. This is very unfortunate at that level.
This is the responsibility of the government, being the in charge of the state and being the government run in the state. So the integrity of the states is also one of the sole responsibility of the government. And the expressing, it doesn't make sense. The integrity of the state and also the suspended animation president rule. These are all responsibility of the state government and Indian government, because it is a double engine government. Being the citizen, being the layman, how can they say that? This is being the responsible person, being the in charge, being the CM, being the administrator, being the Indian government under double engine government. This they should take all the responsibility what have happened and what will be in the future. These are all responsible by the double engine in the state BJP and in the center BJP.
Now the question is there a leadership crisis in BJP in Manipur? That is an important question. And the second question is, President's rule decision, was it taken due to ground situation or a political crisis? It is on these two points we are going to have a discussion. I am joined by T. Michael Hauke Lamjathang, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party, Matthew Anthony, spokesperson Congress, and P.K. Mishra, former ADG BSF. I'll first go to Lamjathang Hauke and take his reaction. You heard Bimol Akojam, you heard Meghachandra Singh speak. Do you agree to that, sir?
Absolutely no, I don't agree to them because there is no such type of crisis. So that's the way how they are trying to manipulate the sentiments of the people of Manipur. That's where they have been doing for quite some times. Instead of focusing more on the peace talks and community understanding, they are focusing more on the affairs of the BJP into the government, and they are adding fuel into the violence hit Manipur. It's a very complex situation. So I totally deny that there is such type of differences between the government, the legislative party members. It's very clear if you see the timing and the situation and the points given by the former Chief Minister Biren Singh. So if you look, he have raised the national security concerns. I repeatedly keep on telling you. And based on his resignation, only the governor have recommended for the president's rule. So there is, when we have an absolute majority looking into the ground situation and looking into the national security perspective point of view, the former chief minister have resigned. And based on that, only the governor has given the report and recommendation to the president, and accordingly the president of India proclaimed the president's rule. There is nothing in that. It's an animated suspension, And with the improvement in the law and order situation in the days to come, anytime this proclamation can be revoked.
Okay. Matthew Anthony, spokesperson, Congress Party. Why is Congress more interested in knowing what is happening within the BJP legislative party? I mean, so you can't form the government. I know you have two MPs there. You won inside and out, both the seats, inner and outer. Your Lok Sabha performance was better than Bharatiya Janata Party. But when it comes to the legislature, which is under suspended animation, you have no number. I mean, it's no number.
Karthike, this is not about the numbers. This is about the question about more than 300 people killed, 60,000 people replaced, gun-wielding children, border completely collapsed, and both the states being ruled by BJP at the center and the state, the complete state of Manipur has collapsed from May 2023. We have 37 MLAs of BJP, and now they don't want to elect a chief minister, and they're going for a president's rule. Now, that is a constitutional crisis where the ruling government has completely collapsed. The question why Congress is asking this is, I'll put you some statistics. Truth Labs, a not-for-profit forensic lab, has said that 93% of the audio records which has come out where Chief Minister at that point of time, Biren Singh, has instigated this violence in the state of Manipur.
Mr. Anthony, that is a sub judice matter. And I have refrained from getting into that. You know, we have to be very careful. It's a sub judice matter. Supreme Court has taken the cognizance of it. So let's not go there.
So Supreme Court also has said that there is an absolute breakdown of constitutional machinery there. I'm quoting Supreme Court.
You can go there. That is not sub judice. That is there. That's Supreme Court's observation.
Karthike, I'm coming to the point. Now, since May 2023, the Prime Minister of this country has taken up 15 nation visit till now, and more than 20 states in the country during the elections and all other things like that. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, before becoming the leader of opposition, has visited Manipur twice in the affected areas. And after becoming the leader of opposition, he has visited there. Where is the political courage of the Prime Minister to visit or to take an accountability? Where is his political conscience? You can have 15 questions on me on why the Prime Minister is not going. But he can talk about any subject, but the Prime Minister cannot talk on Manipur. Is deflection a strategy? Is he going against the oath to his office? When a country, one of the state is going through a crisis, he deflects it, and people call it as a political style. Is it a political style, or is it a political cruelty to the people of the state of Manipur and to the people of the people of India?
Okay.
You have answers to this.
Okay. Mr. Mishra, do you think it will be easy for Bharatiya Janata Party to find? I'll come to Lamjathang, I'll come to you. You can respond to it later. Will it be easy for them to find a successor now? I know you are pretty much clued in. All the MLAs were in Hotel Imphal. There was a lot of activity there for a couple of days. What happened? Where was the problem?
Yes, Karthike, in fact, it is correct. Of course, there is no constitutional crisis there as far as the BJP is concerned. They have the numbers. They have 37 numbers. Politically, I can tell you that definitely after in Biren Singh, they could not, I repeat, they could not find a successor who will be acceptable to all parties, all political parties of Manipur. Maybe it is Maitis or Kukis or Nagas or Pongals and all. And that is the problem they faced. Like in Biren Singh, they wanted a leader to come up. So far, they could not. And that is how Article 356 President's Rule was promulgated, and Governor recommended for this. I can well tell you definitely that that was a case in the whole law and order machinery. It collapsed, and it is a fact. No doubt, it is correct that both the highways, they were blocked, and drug menace and narco terrorism is on its peak. Weapons are coming, border is collapsed. Definitely things were pretty bad, but they are still thinking of finding out a leader. Perhaps, I hope so, they will find out a leader, but let us see how Ajay Bhallaji will take up the case to inform BJP to come up with this so that the Article 356, what is promulgated, that can be withdrawn and a new chief minister can come. But then you have to take all those political parties for discussion, and trust factor should be there. And first and foremost thing about 60,000 displaced people.
I'll come to that. Okay, I'll come to that point. There's also an issue. You know, there are a lot of civil societies, Lamjathang have a lot of importance in the state. Now, Kokomi has come out with a statement saying that this is incorrect. You know, these Lamjathang, when you know these players who had an important voice even before the president rule was not implemented, and when they come out with a position like this, it almost becomes intractable. And I'm sure you must have gone through it, and it's a big organization.
Kartike, the timing of the resignation came just one day before the budget session. That was quite critical and very important. So the Honorable Chief Minister resigned after meeting the Honorable Union Home Minister along with some other party leaders in a very secret or highly confidential closed door meeting. And then he came back and he have resigned. So you have to look into the nature of the resignation. Is it that the Kokomi have accused the chief minister of resigning based on the pressure given by the party leaders, the central party leaders? That's what they in their statement. So there is no counter statement or no clarification or explanation coming out from the former Chief Minister Sri Biren Singh yet, and nobody have asked or nobody have think about the reason for his resignation in the midst of this crisis. But if so far what is known in the media is that only the 5 points reason given by the former Chief Minister, which are highly related to the national security concern. Based on that report only, based on his resignation only, so far that is available in the public,
Okay.
the Honorable has given the recommendation. So I think there is no such kind of thing. It is not clear yet because the former Chief Minister have a single word yet.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My question was very simple. My question was very simple. One, will it be easier for BJP to find Biren Singh's successor? I don't think it has been easy. I think the important civil society organization has taken a very strong and a different view. Let me play a bite of Bimol Akojam, another bite of Bimol Akojam, and Sambit Patra.
They have destroyed the state. They have destroyed the constitutional propriety. In fact, it's the first time Article 174(1) was not followed, so it is against the constitution. So that's why unconstitutional ways and destruction of the state during the last 21 months because of complete misgovernance. Now because that they cannot have their own house in order. You should remember that I have been insisting that they should give their cabinet one voice, which has never been the case. 2 of the cabinet ministers is part of those who are demanding UT, and the groups of the cabinet was not speaking in 2 voice all this while. They cannot have a singular voice at the moment again, and that's why we suffer.
After the report by the Honorable Governor of Manipur, the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmuji, has put the Assembly of Manipur, the State Assembly of Manipur, under suspended animation, meaning that the Assembly of the state can be revived on a future date as and when the President of India deems fit depending on the circumstances in the state. As far as BJP is concerned, we are committed to the continuing efforts of peace in the state, and most importantly, to maintain the territorial integrity of Manipur. I repeat, there would be no compromise with the territorial integrity of Manipur. BJP also firmly stands for the fact that any kind of illegal infiltration into Manipur will not be allowed and will be dealt with severe hand.
I think that's a very important point Sambit Patra has made, the territorial integrity of Manipur, which particularly rules out separate administration, which the Kuki groups had been demanding. And I think Centre for the first time has been pretty much explicit. But coming back to you, Anthony, what do you think should be the way out? Earlier, the demand of the opposition parties was remove Biren Singh. Now, Biren Singh is gone. So, what does Congress party think should happen in Manipur from a civil society perspective, sir?
Karthikeya, so we have been asking for this president rule from the time for the last 20 months plus, when the crisis started happening there. It is the Congress party which has been demanding the president rule, and the BJP as a government, as a political party, has failed in the management of governance of Manipur completely. So the people have no faith in BJP. And the president's rule as a president also should overlook beyond their political commitments to have an inclusive mindset. And the peace has to be restored by a conversation by taking all the stakeholders included. It cannot be one-sided, it cannot be two-sided, it has to take into consideration. The trust has to be rebuilt, and that is the president's rule is one step, though it was done under compulsion. It was done under, there is certainly no political choice for the BJP to save their face from a collapse and a failure. Still, the president's rule is a hope for the peace building in the state of Manipur.
So, very important point Sambit Patra made. No compromise with the territorial integrity. Now, if you look at the entire 2 years of this conflict, from 6th schedule, the matter had gone to the separate administration. Now, there is a firm position that has come into place. Would you think that this issue will be acceptable to the tribes in the hill area? Now, I think when Sambit Patra says it, it's now the official position.
The whole fact here is, that somebody has to know the history of Manipur before saying that one. In the history of Manipur, the demands have been there, but the whole efforts of all the governments which has come in this country while managing the state from 1951 onwards has been looking for an inclusive administrative approach. The requests for separation are always there, but it is something not new which is said by Sambit Patra. It was the effort of all the governments to do the best efforts to keep the entire state together. But I would squarely disagree with Sambit Patra that the centre has failed. If the centre is managing the borders, the centre has failed in managing the infiltration.
Okay,
it's very clear, fair and square. I have been in Manipur. I have been in Manipur as a part of my responsibility within the Congress party, where through the entire Lok Sabha elections, I have been in Manipur.
Okay,
I know the state. It's not that I am not sitting from outside the state and talking.
Fair enough.
It's a beautiful state.
Quick reaction from PK Mishra, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
My question
Yes.
my question to you is that with this, will the Kuki interest to participate when it's with clarity it is being said no compromise on the territorial integrity?
Karthikeya, I can well tell you that cookies will repeat. They will not agree to this until unless separate administration is not given to them, because this is the demand which they have made since long. So there should be a trust factor, and at present they will not accept this.
Okay.
And in fact, a political dialogue is necessary with cookies and Cookiejo community, otherwise there will be a problem. And that is how it has happened.
Okay.
And it's not a small matter. As Sandeep Patraji was telling, that it's illegal migration from Myanmar can be stopped. Sorry, illegal migration is still going on, and the state government has failed. Here I tell it very openly, the state government has failed in blocking the illegal migration, and they have completely failed. And that is how the weapons have come. Until and unless the weapons are not restored, and those who are
I think what's the most important thing, which cuts across the political parties in Manipur, they can't get back their own MLAs from different communities to come and sit together in on the same platform, whether it's Delhi or Imphal. I think that has been the biggest failure. I think that's where the casualty is, and I think that's where the work should be. And I'm sure the new governor would be working in that direction, because that is the priority, to get them talk to each other on common points, not in separate rooms, but in the same room. That's all on Point tonight. Thank you for watching. Do tune in weekdays at 7 p.m. Good night.
मैं और आप, हम अलग कहाँ हैं?
Gill on 199.
अपनी अपनी मंजिल पर हम दोनों की नजर है और उसके लिए हम जी जान लगाकर मेहनत करते हैं। पर कभी कभी
He's out on 199.
मेहनत और मंजिल के बीच रह जाता है एक फासला। खैर, मुझे उस फासले को मिटाने के लिए थोड़ी और मेहनत लगेगी, पर शुक्र है आपके पास है टाटा कैपिटल, जो मिटाए फासले आपकी मेहनत और मंजिल के बीच। टाटा कैपिटल, मिटाए फासले।
Hello everyone, this is Papon and I am coming to Dilwalo Ki Dilli this Valentine's Day to perform for the World Travel and Tourism Festival.
News 9.
News 9.
News 9.
News 9. News 9.
Now they're relaunching News 9.
News 9 is coming back. News 9 will be very useful for creating public opinion.
It's going to be only truth.
And I wish you all the best. Very happy and all the best. बहुत अच्छा लगा मेरे को, उनको मुबारकबादी देता हूँ. Congratulations to News 9. All the very best.
All the very best, News 9.
I wish the channel all the very best.
Let News 9 be the voice of Karnataka and India.
We made history for a reason tonight.
Will it change the shape of American foreign policy? Violence has erupted in Manipur once again. How can we pass judgment, sir, before any inquiry that, they were volunteers or militants, sir?
इस खेल में अब खेला होगा, हर नहले पे दहला होगा। भीड़ बड़ा है, स्टेज बड़ा है, पूरा भारत साथ खड़ा है। साथ खड़ा है, गेम बड़ा है। Dribble like a rap, pass, 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 setting up the trap. Kick it hard in the booth. Chuck, there for the ball. Chuck 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 there for the ball.
What is to the nines? In literal terms, it's perfection. But to us, it's not just a phrase, it's an attitude. One that starts at your desk and sends a statement to the world. To the nines is about taking charge. It's a way of life where every seam, every fold, is crafted with excellence. It's timeless elegance and